Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. What's today? September 25th, 2025. We're back for another live. And today's a special live because it's my first time doing this particular live. I wanted to pivot. As you guys know, I'm spotlight healthcare facilities on my live, but now I'm also spotlighting job seekers. And I'm super excited to bring the first one ever. But this guy's talented. It's not just a job seeker. We're talking about somebody that's looking to change the future, not only with their presence, with the services they bring to organizations. So please allow me to set up the stage. Let's make sure everything. You know what? Let's get some music going. Let's get the vibe going. Add a little bit of music. Add that in the background with us. We got Thomas right there at the bottom. Right there also. We're gonna information, this contact information right there. Let's get right into this. Without further ado, please allow me to introduce you, Thomas Meadough. So a little bit about Thomas. Thomas is a Houston native, a former student athlete with an MBA in marketing from Concordia University, Nebraska. He's grown brands across athletics, creative agencies, global companies, combining strategy, content, and data-informed storytelling. And he's eager to contribute where creativity, clear communication, and impact is valued. So please, everybody, put your hands together and let's welcome this young brother to the stage. Ooh, where's my claps? Where's my claps? Where's my claps? Let me get it. Let me get it. Don't. Here we go. Let's go. We're in there. What's up, Chief? How you doing, man?
How you doing? I'm doing well. How you doing?
Man, I was excited all week long. I was like, okay, I have an opportunity to introduce a young brother to the world, and not everybody can say that. So I feel blessed. I feel a little bit overwhelmed. But also feel grateful, and I'm extremely happy to be able to introduce you, because when me and you were connecting behind the scenes, I was like, man, this guy's accomplished. He's so young. He's got not only his bachelor's degree, he has his MBA. Not only that, this is a guy that played collegiate sports. He was an athlete, and he's done all these things in his background and his history. I was like, this brother's dope. So super excited to introduce you. Did I do you justice with your bio, man? Was that right?
Yes, sir, for sure. I think you did. You did too well. Yeah, making me sound too good. But I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, let me make sure the comment box is open for people. Let me see. Check that. Let me put in here. Welcome and thank you. Welcome and thank you. Let's drop that in there. So I want to remind everybody, the comment box is open, and it's going to be open. So if you're a recruiter, talent acquisition, HR, whatever, you're looking to add talent to your team, then make sure you tap in with this young brother right here. If you have specific questions as we're going along through his background, make sure you drop that in the comment box is open. And then the other thing, this stream is being streamed across LinkedIn, is streamed across Facebook, and is streamed across YouTube. So my audience is pretty wide. If you can drop your first name and where you're streaming from, that'll help me with my algorithm and my analytics, so I know where to invest additional funds, so I'm reaching you as well. So we just did Thomas Meadow's background. And Thomas, man, the rest of this is going to be about you. So please kick us off and tell us about who are you both personally and professionally, besides what I just introduced you as.
Yes, sir. So, no, I appreciate it. So a little bit about myself personally. As you mentioned, former student athlete, where I played football, played receiver at Oklahoma Baptist University for 4 years. Then I transferred to Concordia last year, played there for a year. Finishing off my eligibility there, and also earning my MBA this past May. So that was a huge accomplishment for me. But over time, looking back on it, the last 5 years kind of went by fast, a little bit more quickly than I could have imagined going into it. But I was able to learn a lot and gain a lot from my time there, specifically from football. The biggest thing from football that I learned was the importance and value of teamwork and teammates, and being able to lean on others and trust others and when faced with adversity. So that's something that I keep to myself and continue to use in my life every day. But during that time, being away from family, they were always close, always calling me every day, every night. So and the biggest thing that they preached to me was life after football. And, for me, just playing football my whole life, the only thing on my mind was getting to the next level. So I didn't know when that time would come, but I knew at some point it would. And, God had a different plan for me. So that time came this past year. So being able to go from a student athlete last year into the professional world this year, it's been able to open my eyes to a lot more things, seeing a new perspective on life, being able to gain a new passion. So being in sports all my life, my biggest passion was always sports, always football. But now I've developed a new passion, and that's being able to create stories and share stories for others and helping out organizations with that. So that's been a big thing for me, and honestly, the main reason why I chose marketing. So yeah.
Listen, before, I mean, and that's already dope, man. You said enough. I think at this point, I'm ready to hire you already. But there's more. We're going to give people more meat on the bone because there's more of the story that we're going to tell. But I got to ask you an off the wall question, something we didn't even prep for. All right. So you played football. What position did you play?
Receiver.
You play
Yes,
receiver.
sir.
What's the best position in football? I mean, we gotta drop it, dead it right now.
What's the best position?
Yes.
I mean, I'm biased. Receiver. I'm gonna say receiver.
Oh, come on, man. Seriously?
People out there.
The receiver's the best?
Yeah, people want to see us catch the ball, score touchdowns, do our little dance in the end zone. Just give people the show. That's what we do.
Okay, so you may lose some fans on this next one. Who's the best football team out there, both collegiate and NFL?
Collegiate, that's a tough one right now. I personally don't have like any like a favorite team or anything, just because I know so many people at different schools right now playing football. But who I think will win it all, I'll probably have to. I'm a root for the home school, Texas. I'll go for the UT.
Okay.
And then for NFL, I'm definitely biased on this one. Houston Texans. I know we 0-3, but we're gonna shake back.
When I thought I loved you, dude. Now you the one team you probably should have said is the Cowboys. Come on, everybody knows the Cowboys is the greatest.
Yeah, I don't know about that one. I just went to the Cowboys game a couple weeks ago where they played the Giants at home. They're a home opener, and I wouldn't say that's a good performance by them to say they're the best team in the NFL. So I don't know if I can agree with you on that one. But
all right, well, listen, hey. I'm on pivot here in a minute. I got people tapping in. We got Robert Dunn tapping in from Austin. He said ATX is in the building. He said them Longhorns is his team. So he said he already like you. So you're already getting fans from the Longhorns. That's a good thing. That's awesome. Sir. So let's pivot here because I got some questions that I want to ask you. And I don't want to get too deep in this, but I definitely want to get deep enough where people can understand the value you bring to an organization. So let's kick this thing off with this, man. I would love for you to share a project or an accomplishment that you're most proud of and break it down for us. Like, what was the role? How did you, drop the mic on the roll, did your big thing?
Yes, sir. So there's a lot that comes to my mind when you say that or ask that. But the one that does stick out to me and means the most to me is my first internship. So during that first internship, it was remote and it was a micro internship. So for those not familiar with micro internships, my professor was able to gather different clients from around the country and assign us to each client and be with them for the half of that semester, so 8 weeks. So during that 8-week time, the biggest challenge for my client was increasing his website traffic and while driving book sales, while driving his sales for his books. So biggest thing for me, like, it was really nerve-wracking just because it was my first real world experience, real work experience outside of the classroom. So being able to go into that and having to lean on what I was learning in the classroom and applying that to it was a little bit nerve-wracking at first, but I was able to adjust and do it quickly, and being able to talk to my client every day, finding out who he is as a person, and then also understanding what it is that he needed and wanted to accomplish really helped me out moving forward. So during that time, I reviewed his Facebook, saw that, there was no awareness really coming through on his end to his Facebook page. So I was able to run a Facebook ad campaign for 6 weeks. And during that ad campaign, I was able to target his core demographics. And over that time, in that short span, we were able to see an increase of not only his website traffic, but his engagement on his Facebook, and then also his book sales. We were able to increase that by, I believe it was 8%, something around that number, but it was an increase nevertheless. So For me, for that being my freshman year and in college and being my first work experience, it was real motivating for me. It honestly kind of launch padded me into my career and what I could do. And for me, I knew that that was something that I could be confident and proud about and really take that into my future experiences. So I feel like that would be the experience that I knew I dropped the mic on for sure.
I love that, man. And I have an off the wall question, something we didn't even prep for, but how did you feel when that was all done, said and done about yourself?
Yeah. So like I said, I felt really, really proud of myself. My client reached out to me and I just couldn't thank me anymore. Just we had such a short time and he was able to see the impact that I was able to provide. So it really made me feel good, made me feel happy, proud of myself, very accomplished. But I think the main thing for me, so it motivated me even more. Like, okay, I can do this. Like, I can step into a workplace, a new setting, and be able to bring in not only what I was learning at the time, but just a little bit of my own creativity about just my own knowledge and being able to intertwine those two and really spark something and create something meaningful, impactful, and ultimately accomplishing what he wanted to accomplish. So
Love that. So, guys, listen, everybody, if you're just now joining, we're live with Thomas Meadough, and a little bit about Thomas. He's a Houston native, former student athlete with an MBA. We're talking about a master's degree in marketing from Concordia University. He's grown brands across athletics, creative agencies, global companies, combining strategy, content, and data-informed storytelling. And he's eager to contribute where creativity, clear communication, and impact is valued. So we got your resume up on the screen, and I got to ask you this next question, man. Imagine, okay, I want to keep it light and I want to keep it fun, but I still want to get people to meet on the bone. So imagine that you're a star in a workplace movie. Like, what's your character storyline, and how does that contribute to the overall plot of your success that you can bring to an organization?
That's funny. That is a pretty light question, and it kind of has me thinking a little bit. When you say star and storyline, the first thing that comes to mind is superheroes. And naturally, I'm going to say Iron Man. I would probably have to be Iron Man. But just for, to keep it light, keep it fun, I want to put a little mix on it, a little spin. I have to say I'd be a hybrid superhero in the workplace. So I'll be a mix between Iron Man and Batman. So the reason why Iron Man, just one, like I said, he's my favorite superhero in the Marvel universe. But I kind of see myself a little bit in him, which is funny because I'm thinking back to the conversations I've had with my friends when we're watching Marvel movies and stuff. I always be like, yeah, though Iron Man is always like me. Like I see myself in Iron Man. So it's just funny that I even say that. But when you think of Iron Man, you think of his creativity, his knowledge and tech, and his vision to be able to bring ideas to life. And on the flip side of that, I say Batman because when you think of Batman, you also think of how he always stays ready. He pays attention to the small details, and he always comes through whenever someone needs him. It's like when that bat signal goes up into the air. So for me, an example in the workplace where that's happened, and I was able to display a little bit of both qualities of that was recently at Sandhills Global. There was a deadline that got pushed up where the designs and the visuals weren't all the way ready yet. And with me being the intern, new, I just felt eager. That's just who I am as a person. I just felt eager to step up and step in and help out. So I went to my boss, asked, hey, where can I help out at? She allowed me to help out. And I was able to bring the design and visuals, the skills that I had to the table, and also bringing in a little touch of my own creativity to that. And while staying in the parameters, of course, but when I was able to step in and contribute, we were able to, see things ramp up a little bit more, and we were able to get everything published out and ready on time. So, I think for sure I would have to say that would be my storyline in the workplace, because just being able to use the tools that I have and adapting quickly and making sure that the team has everything it needs to be successful at any time. That's just something who I think I see myself as, and I know that I can provide. based on my experience. So yeah.
Dude, I love that answer. I really, really do. In fact, not only do I love the answer, you're gaining fans in the comments, man. There's a guy that goes by the name of Dan Goodman. He said this
Yes,
gentleman, he said this gentleman is the real MVP, a rare find. Any company/organization that hires him will go to the next level. What about that, man? You
yes,
get
sir.
love.
Yes,
You
sir. I
get
appreciate that.
love.
Appreciate that, Mr. Goodman. I thank you. Thank you so much, Pastor. That's
Yeah, I love
fantastic.
that.
Yes, sir.
And you're being modest. And I would say the ego side of me probably would have said Superman for me because I'm a little cocky in my head. I'm thinking I can do everything, and the only thing that can take me down is kryptonite. But I love your answer, Iron Man and Batman, both
Yes, sir.
mixed together. I have your resume up on screen, and we're not going to go through your resume because people can actually see your resume. But one of the things that I liked about your resume that you had up here is it's simple and it's straight to the point. There's not a whole lot of fluff in it. You see all these resumes and they're 3, 4, 7 pages long, and then they're giving you a whole freaking story about this, that, or the other. And nobody has time for all that. You get straight to the point. You got a master's degree. You graduated a 3.92 GPA out of 4. So we already know you're extremely intelligent. You followed it up 2 times Dean List and Honors Academy. And then you had involvement as a VP and the PR chair of the Black Student Unit, man. How was that for you?
My time with being the VP and PR Black Student Union. So yeah, it was fun. Initially, when I was on Oklahoma Baptist, the Black Student Union, it actually wasn't the Black Student Union at first. That name change happened when I was there. It was the Black Student Association, but they were a small association organization on campus at the time. Wasn't really getting quite a lot of eyes, a lot of people going into it. For those not familiar with Oklahoma Baptist, the demographics is predominantly white, and so it was a bit difficult trying to reach out to those who would join the Black Student Union who look like me, who are Black and African American or from other descent as well. But being able to step into that role and really talking with the president at the time, Brock, we sat down a lot, met a lot, just to figure out what was the best way to really reach our audience and reach out to people on campus to get them out to the events and meetings and to stay consistent with that. Because at times people would show up, but from event to event, it would go from 30 people to 15 or from 45 down to 10. So it never stayed consistent. So the biggest thing through that tenure for me was just the consistency part of it. And with me being on the football team, the demographic of our football team was predominantly Black. And I felt with my role as the VP and the Black Student Union, and with me being on the team, what better way not to just go into the locker room and hey, like come out to this event, like you guys really love it, like really pitch the ideas, really pitch it to them, and sell a story and like sell the meaning behind the Black Student Union and what it means to join that and be a part of that organization. So it took a bit of time, but I would say that I felt like I left an impact and left my mark on that after 4 years, because looking at it now, I was just scrolling my phone a couple weeks ago and I saw the Black Student Union. They're already getting active now during the fall. That's something that we weren't doing at the time. And I'm just so happy to see that now that they're getting involved with different sports like the volleyball team, football team. Like I saw that on the Twitter the other day, or the X. And that's just something that I'm really happy that I was able to leave my mark on that, and seeing that they're still going strong with that. So yeah.
Man, you're gaining more and more fans as you continue to talk. And I'm not sure why. Maybe it's your presence. Maybe it's the way you answer these questions. But Penny Goodman also tapped in. She said, I can't say enough about how proud we are of Thomas. I admire his dedication as well as his perseverance.
Thank you.
How dope is that?
That's a super dope. I appreciate it.
Hey,
do it without them. Yeah.
Let me point this out, because I didn't point this out earlier, man. You came dressed to impress. You sharp as a whistle, dude.
I appreciate it. I'm trying to live up to you, man. I'm trying to look like you. You always look good on your videos, so I knew I had to come prepared for this. So yes, sir.
All right, so I got like 2 or 3 more questions for you, and we're gonna close this thing out. But if you're just joining today, we're spotlighting Thomas Meadough. He's a Houston native and former student athlete with an MBA in marketing from Concordia University. from Nebraska. He's grown brands across athletics, creative agencies, global companies, combining strategy, content, and data-informed storytelling. And he's eager to contribute where creativity, clear communication, and impact is valued. So my follow-up question, or my next question I have for you, Thomas, share a moment where you had to pivot or adapt to the unexpected changes. And how did you handle it? And what did you learn from that experience?
Yeah, I would have to say right now, honestly, being able to transition from being a student athlete into the workplace, into the corporate world, that's something that's not easy for everyone. And sorry, um, that's something that's just not easy, and it's honestly been a challenge for me, but nothing that's discouraged me or moved me away from my goals and my aspirations. And that challenge just being I was in football and sports my entire life, just until now, like just have to snap my finger, like it just ended just like that, and
Right.
now I have to quickly pivot and step into the workplace, and that's scary. It's a little nerve wracking at times, and going into the workplace, my recent job was at Sandhills Global. It was actually my first in office job, and that was just this past year in February. And being able to step in that environment, having to come in professional dress. It was professional dress every day. I know different workplaces, it varies with the dress code, but having that structure, it was a little bit comforting for me just because football is very structured. But I knew the main thing that was going to get me through and really help me out in that role was keeping the values that kept me in line during football, which was the discipline, preparation, and just being prepared for every situation that it was that could be thrown at me. And what that looked like for me every day at Sandhills, I would go in. Actually, I won't even say every day. I would just say at the start of the week. Each week on Mondays, I'll go in, look at what I was able to accomplish last week, and see what worked, what didn't work, and what new ideas that could I bring to the table for my social media accounts that I was running at the time. That's the same thing that we were doing in football. The previous weeks, we would come in Sunday, Monday, watch film over that game, see what worked, analyze ourselves, critique ourselves, see what we needed to work on. And then just like that, we're already on to our next opponent that same day and watching film on them, prepping for that. So I feel like that really kept me in line at Sandhills, and being able to bring that same approach that I had with football and bring that into the workplace really helped me adjust to everything, to the new environment, and really just showed me that I could adapt on my toes and being able to keep structure at the same time while bringing in new, fresh ideas and creativity to the table. So, yeah.
Man, while you're talking, you're gaining more fans. I'm looking at that, and I'm reading one of the additional comments that came in, and this is from Tom Meadough. He says, "My wife and I are very proud of Thomas and his accomplishments." Now he shares the same last name as you. So who is this fellow that's in the chat?
Yes, sir. That's my father. My
Oh,
father.
you got your dad. He ride with you. I
Sir.
love it.
I appreciate you, Dad.
Yes, I love this. Hey, let me add this to the stage really quick because, checking out your resume here, again, I want to show this for everybody. Looking at his resume, this guy has an MBA, 3.92 GPA, also have a bachelor's degree from Oklahoma Baptist University, 2 times Dean List in honors, involvement as a VP and PR chair of the Black Student Union. Then it goes into your experience. And as we know, you're a recent graduate, so you're gaining more and more experience. But I think the thing that I really was impressed with is you go down to the bottom, these additional skills and certifications where it gets into your technical skills. Right now, what I'm seeing that is highly valuable are these skills that you have here. We talk about MailChimp, we talk about Canva, we're talking about Excel, Word, PowerPoint, and Adobe Creative Suite, which is dope within itself because people don't realize how hard Adobe and their suite of products really are until you get into them. Then Photoshop, Premiere, and the InDesign. How did you get into that, man?
Yeah. So honestly, that's a good question. What got me into, I believe, I want to start with Canva. What got me into Canva, I would say, with my church. I believe working with my church for the first time using Canva, it really opened up a lot. Being able to make designs for the pastoral anniversary or the church anniversary, and making the flyers for that or the pamphlets, programs for that, and being able to use that. And then also my first internship with assemblage, that I also used Canva quite a bit on that for the social media accounts that I was running at the time. But with Adobe, the Adobe suite, I didn't get introduced to that until halfway through my freshman year, where they were looking for people to help out in the athletics program. And it was basketball season at the time. Of course, you had track, outdoor season track coming up. So they needed more people to help out. And I, volunteered, stepped up, was able to work for them, worked there all 4 years. And one of my supervisors, he came my sophomore year for his first year there. And he really mentored me and showed me the ropes behind Adobe Suite. And I really appreciate him. KJ Reed, he's at Tulsa now. And being able to spend a lot of time with him in his office and just picking up on what it was that he was doing, how he thought creatively, and bringing that into the athletic space, whether it's through videos, through Photoshop, just even capturing the right eye. I even have some experience taking photos, taking videos as well. So just being able to learn underneath him, that I really found a passion with that. And I enjoy doing everything in Adobe as far as Premiere. And like you saw, I still use it today. More recently at Sandhills, being able to work on the magazine layouts or the videos that we were making in office there. So yeah.
We're going to be closing this thing out because we only got a few more minutes, but I have one more question for you. What's your vision for your professional development, and how do you plan to level up your game in any role that you accept or step into?
Yeah, so that's a good question. I would say my vision for my professional development would have to be continuing to grow and being able to step into bigger roles now that I'm out of school, and just continuing to stay motivated, stay hungry, always being eager to learn. And for me, that looks like, constantly picking up on new tools, learning new strategies in marketing, whether it's content creation, analytics, or branding. But also, staying attentional, attending workshops, mentorship, and just connecting with different professionals who are above me. And so that way I can think larger and more outside the box, more creatively, and, continue to motivate myself and push myself. And as you see, I'm still working right now. I'm in my current role. I still push myself to step out of my comfort zone and continue to build my portfolio and collaborating with different teams and projects. So for me, yeah, leveling up would mean to continue to sharpen my skills, while also, bringing a fresh, new creative energy into wherever I step into, and, just making my impact everlasting on wherever I leave.
Man, again, you're getting more and more fans as you continue to talk. This user right here doesn't have a name, but they say we're super proud of this young man. I know he will continue to soar. Proud mom moment. So maybe it's your mom. I don't. Maybe it could be. Maybe.
Thanks, Mom. Thank you so much.
Oh, good Lord! You get. There's nothing like a mom's love, man. I love that. All right. So I'm gonna close this thing out, but I just want to put your resume back on the screen. Listen, guys, this has been the first ever LinkedIn Job Seeker Spotlight presented by PDP Media. The brand owner is myself, Patrick Hart. What I invite you to do, if you're a job seeker and you're looking for opportunities and you feel like your story is valuable, hit me up, slide in my DMs, let me know. I would love to feature across this channel. Listen, if we're going to create those opportunities, we have to network and we have to put ourselves in positions where opportunities are present. And that's what Thomas Meadough has actually did. As I close this baby out too, I invite HR leaders, talent acquisition leaders, brands, organizations. If you're interested in finding great talent, make sure you follow your boy as well as we spotlight other talent. I would like to do this on a weekly basis, let's say every Thursday. So slide in my inbox and I'm looking for my next feature. If it's you, then hey, well, let's connect. Let's do a little prep work and let's get you on. So as we close this out, Thomas Meadough, he's the Houston native and former student athlete with an MBA in marketing from Concordia University. He's grown brands across athletics, creative agencies, global companies, combining strategy, content, and data-informed storytelling. And he's eager to contribute where creativity, clear communication, and impact is valued. I would ask you, Thomas, how do people get in contact with you? But listen, it's already scrolling across the bottom. Your information is there. You know what? I'm going to put your QR code. And this guy, he came prepared. He gave me a QR code to his Blink account, and he gave it to me. So I got that on the top right-hand side of the screen. You can see that. This is your time to take a screenshot, tap into it. Make sure you connect with him, not yesterday, but today, because we're talking about available talent that's open to new opportunities. Thomas, I'd like to thank you, man, for this opportunity to feature you. And I'm looking forward to continue to watch you soar and grow as a young man in your professional career. So thank you.
Yes, sir. I really appreciate that. And I just want to return that and really thank you for giving me this opportunity and spotlighting me, putting me in front of different eyes, different people, recruiters, HR, even my family members, as we see in the chat.
Absolutely.
But I really do appreciate this. This was a great opportunity and something that, you know, I can be proud of and be proud about. And yeah, so I appreciate this opportunity for sure.
And you should. I'm going to be watching you. The rest of the world's going to be watching you. Thank you for your time. And as always, guys out there, let's get it. Let's keep hustling. Talk to you soon.